So believe it or not, you can actually observe the solar eclipse with your car's AM radio. The 2017 Great American Eclipse is on August 21st, 2017. I'm pretty excited. I know you're pretty excited. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Today though, we want to give you a deeper scientific look into the solar eclipse, and that's why we're bringing you our top 3 scientific discoveries made during solar eclipses. I'm also going to explain how you can observe the eclipse even if you can't see it with your car's AM radio. So let's go. Let's start with one of the first scientific uses of an eclipse, more than 2,000 years ago. This was the measurement of the size and distance of the moon and sun by the Greek astronomer Aristarchus, who first suggested that the sun was the center of our solar system. His experiment could be repeated by any high school student today. First, Aristarchus observed a lunar eclipse and used the size of the Earth's shadow to estimate the physical size of the moon, and from that, its distance. Then, he observed the position of the moon and sun when the moon was at first or third quarter. This moon phase allows the easy determination of the distance to the sun in relation to this distance of the moon using simple trigonometry. We'll leave it as an exercise for the viewer. Solar eclipses come in because they show that the sun and moon have the exact same apparent size in the sky, which is completely coincidental. This coincidence means the ratio of the diameter of the sun to that of the moon is the same as the ratio of their distances. Originally, Aristarchus didn't get the numbers quite right, but it wasn't because his method was wrong, it was just the imprecision of his measurements. What I have here is the second most abundant element in the universe. About 150 years ago, we didn't even know it existed. That was until a solar eclipse. During an eclipse in 1868, the French astronomer Jules Janssen found a previously unknown spectral line by observing the sun's chromosphere. He didn't know it initially, but he had discovered a previously unknown element that would be named for the sun: helium. It wasn't until a few years later that helium was also discovered to be found on Earth. We all know that Einstein was one of the greatest physicists of all time. But did you know that he only became so famous with the help of a solar eclipse? His theory of general relativity says that even light is affected by gravity. The sun, for example, bends space-time so that light traveling near the sun is bent slightly towards it. A solar eclipse provides the rare opportunity to observe stars that are right next to the sun. That's impossible under normal conditions because the sun is so bright. In 1919, the astronomer Arthur Eddington used a solar eclipse to observe the slight change in position of stars caused by the sun's gravity. It proved that Einstein's theory of general relativity was correct, and it was after this that he became a household name. So that's our top 3 solar eclipse discoveries, but you're probably still wondering, so how does an eclipse affect your car's radio? So during a solar eclipse, you can actually hear certain radio broadcasts from further away than you would normally during the daytime. That's because sunlight actually maintains a layer in our atmosphere called the ionosphere. This is a charged layer in our atmosphere that can interact with radio waves, and it can actually reflect short and medium radio waves such as AM. When it gets dark, the ionosphere begins to thin, and it allows AM frequencies to travel further. This actually happens every night, but the amazing thing is that it even happens during an eclipse. This is surprising because eclipses are obviously much shorter than nighttime, and it's only a small area that gets dark. Our ionosphere responds almost instantly to darkness, and you can detect that with your car radio. Remember to never look at the sun without approved solar glasses or solar filters. Even during an eclipse, the sudden reappearance of the sun can damage your eyes. Stacking sunglasses and other shenanigans does not work. Enjoy the eclipse!